Hello, everybody. Sorry, I'm all typing that we're live. So, tonight, um, my comrade Matt I've been like bugging him to like learn how to help me on the back end for when Andrew's not around. And he's been so amazing. And I was like, you know what? Do you just kind of want to join me on the show tonight? And he's like, sure. I was like,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
cool. I like doing the conversation boy girl. No, not that matters, but I like having different opinions. It's cool.
Hmm.
Oh, hello, people, for joining. I am not quite certain what your comment means about um, your religion. However, um, I am a humanist, and that is what I go for. I go through for people who actually care about humanity, not what
Yeah.
party they run for. Therefore, I think Biden is also a complete sociopath as well as Trump. And as someone who's read the Bible, Biden, is kind of more like one of the people who is not a good people in the Bible. Um, so I don't do the party team sport thing. I view them both as absolutely horrible people. So yeah, there's that. Um, so
I agree.
anyway, yeah, and I mean, I definitely have all kinds of viewers, and if anyone supports Trump, I mean, that's their individual choice, and I don't vote shame.
We
But
we can't we cannot afford to vote shame anymore. I mean, uh, just imagining thinking less or more of a person based on who they voted on. I mean, that's straight up division. I hate
it
that. I'm done with
is,
that. Let's move past that, please.
yeah, seriously, it's like I know how I vote and who I vote for, but it's a personal choice. So, although I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
why would you vote for them? Inside my head, I would never be like, you shouldn't have, you better not. That's
Yeah.
not democratic at all. That is
Exactly.
fall in line, obey me. If you don't, fuck you. That is what that is. And anyone who's a free thinker does not fall in line with that bullshit. They do what, I mean, hell, my one vote doesn't matter. I've been told that many, many times. What's that say?
It says America has a separation of church and state, and then a bunch of laughing
They
emojis.
do. Well, they're supposed
We're
to.
supposed to.
Um, Yet, the churches don't pay taxes, and people in government pray all the time and, say God bless and things like that.
Hmm.
And then go at people like Ilhan Omar when, she says something that is not their Christian God. So there's over 3,000 gods. So I just don't believe in any of them. You
Yeah.
guys don't believe in 2,999, and I don't believe in 3,000 of them. So we're kind of, we're right there.
Yep. 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 Yep.
But in any case, yeah,
Uh,
but I wanted to start with the whole Trump derangement syndrome. I don't know how else to say it. I know that's a very
yeah.
Twitter saying,
It's real
but
though.
what's that?
It is real.
It is. It is. So, I made this post. Someone came in and they're like, would you vote for Buttigieg?
Yeah.
And I'm
Yes or no
like,
to prove a point. Would you vote for Pete Buttigieg for president in 2028? There's a
and look at
big
that
picture.
freaking sociopath.
Look at it. Yeah.
He just looks psycho. Like he looks he is the kid on Evil Empire Rage Against the Machine. That is him. Absolutely, hands down.
So yeah, yes or
So
no? What would you vote for him? And then you say, ask the residents of East Palestine.
that did not go over well.
Yeah.
because but Trump.
But Trump, yes, right away you get a comment. So trail derailment are all the Secretary of Transportation's fault. You do know Trump cut regulations for the rail industry, right? And then a big link to some Vanity Fair article, basically pointing the finger at Trump, saying it's Trump's fault, and point all your anger at Trump, like we always do, right?
The selective outrage is real.
So you respond to that. What I know very clearly is that Trump has not been in office for 3 years, and Biden has not used executive orders or the bully pulpit. I also know that Biden has been saying that he'd go meet with the people of East Palestine for 7 months, and he's not showing up. And you say, I also know that several demands for a declaration of disaster have been sitting on Joe Biden's desk for 2 months. And you say, sorry for fucking up your narrative, but I actually hold people accountable. All of them. Try it. I like that tweet.
That was very nice. I was thinking of something much meaner. But that didn't end there. You know, it didn't end there.
I haven't read through this whole chain, so this is my live reaction to some of this. Hypocrisy now comes back and he says, you know, it's not the job of the president to visit every disaster. There are hundreds every year. You guys tried to make a thing about Maui, and we had to remind you Trump went to Puerto Rico for 4 hours and did this. And here's a picture of him, throwing the paper towels? Okay.
Well, that's more than Biden brought, I guess. I mean, he didn't bring any paper towels.
It is. So he said, you guys tried to make a thing about Maui. I don't understand that part.
I have no idea. I haven't even said anything about that. The only thing I said was that Biden was literally giving people $700 each. Like, even though they lost their homes and shit. Yeah. What's that say?
It says, Pete Buttigieg looks like American Psycho.
Oh my God. Christian Bale. Yes.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh my God, I'm never gonna read that book the same.
It's the dead eyes.
It's the dead eyes. It's all the dead eyes. And today at work, oh my God, they started playing High Hopes, and I was like, oh my God, and I was like laughing to the point of tears, and nobody understood why I was laughing. So bad.
All right, here's your response to that outrageous reply. You basically let him have it. I mean, he's obsessed with Trump, and you go on about how you're blind and broke, and you still manage to take over $8,000 worth of necessities to East Palestine, and then you traveled there a second time. So why did you and your friend bring U-Hauls of pallets of water and groceries and kids' clothes and diapers and air filters and water filters, and the list goes on? Because Biden hasn't done shit. And that's true. 100% facts. Comment. Thank you for that. His press secretary said he was going over and over for the past 7 months. And you're someone who has spoken with dozens of residents, and they need him to sign this disaster declaration that's been sitting on his desk for over 2 damn months. And it's not on Trump's desk; it's on Biden's desk. I think that's worth a retweet. I'll retweet that one too. Trump is gone, right? Trump is gone.
Yeah.
Why is he still he's still the boogeyman? He's like the ghost of Trump is haunting the White House, or haunting people's minds.
Are the reason he's going to win again.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So you go on to say, I don't give a fuck if Biden goes to East Palestine, even though he should. So he's forced to understand how sick we get there. I think it's a good point. He should at least show up and breathe the air, right? Drink some of the water like they did in Flint. That'd be enough for me. I would be happy.
Yeah.
You go on to say, he doesn't have 30 seconds to sign a paper. So that has not one damn thing to do with Trump. Do you think that the residents that you talk to are focused on Trump's decision 3 years ago, or the fact that they're getting cancer and bathing in bottled water, which I didn't know they were still doing that?
Yeah.
Wow. Here's a comment. America is Animal Farm by George Orwell.
Oh my God. Yes. Yes, that is now in the nonfiction section. Absolutely.
So you go on to say, check your elitism. Have some empathy, for fuck's sake. You're the epitome of why things never change. Team sports and privilege. No one cares about those. No care about those who are actually suffering. This is true. I think 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds should need to wear gas masks. How about hold a sign at the EPA begging for help? I think that breaks my heart. Or maybe learning how to pronounce the names of chemicals making you and your family sick. Tetrafluorine? I forget. I can't even say the names, but those kids.
I know.
They know. Let me see if I can zoom in on some of these.
And as a dad, what is your reaction when you see these little babies?
Scared and angry, and I don't know. I feel like more people should be worried about this because it could be affecting me and my kids right now, for all I know.
Sure.
And not that I only care about myself, but
this is going to happen.
We should be able to know. Yeah, but where?
What did you say, Bunny?
Say it one more
Can you
time.
say it again so I can get it on video? Wow, good job. How sad that they learned that.
It is sad. I shouldn't laugh.
What did you say,
They're
Bunny?
No,
just
but
adorable.
Edward's so damn cute. And you know what? When I was in the meeting with freaking Mark Durno, the EPA head of EPA in East Palestine, I had Edwards say that. I said, "Can you tell him what one of the chemicals is?" And he's like, "I've met Edward before." I was like, "You're a dad. Like, fuck you." But here's a funny story about Edward. Edward is the best. He is the most kick-ass organizer ever. And last week we were on the phone and he said, "Hey, Siri, fuck you!" And it was amazing. And I did the worst thing, which was laugh. You're not supposed to laugh because then he's like, ha, 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 fuck you. And then Christina, his mom, said, "You better watch it. Joy's going to come over and wash your mouth out with soap." And he said, "And I'm going to kick her ass." I was like, "Excuse me."
Where did he learn that kind of language? That's inappropriate.
Oh my God. He's so cute. I can't. But yeah, like, oh, what's that say?
It says from Miguel, it says Biden doesn't even recognize his own granddaughter. He couldn't care less about anyone's children.
That is so true. So true. Yeah. Actually, maybe we don't want him to come to East Palestine.
He starts touching all the people inappropriately.
Like, don't be smelling these kids, you freaking weirdo.
Here's a comment from Ilhanar. Next tragedy is coming to a town near you. This won't stop with East Palestine, Ohio, or Maui. Humanity is the definition of insanity because we keep letting the wealthy kill us for profit. And laughing emojis.
Yes. If you say you're against capitalism and you are not talking about this shit, I don't believe you. I don't. Because right now, Norfolk Southern are fucking terrorists. They are terrorists. They are slowly murdering people. And I don't want to get emotional, but before we went live, I had one of the residents call me and tell me how a couple of people I know are in the hospital and one dude has actually passed away. Like, this shit is so fucking serious, you guys. Like, it's so bad. It is so bad. I cannot stress you. Like, I've interviewed them and covered this for months before I went out there. And the first time I went out there, I was just so overwhelmed. It was something that was different when I experienced it myself. Like, I felt their pain. Did you kind of have that reaction, Matt? Were you kind of like, did it kind of hit you really hard when you were there?
Yeah, it did, because East Palestine is just like every other small Ohio town. Exactly. Because if you ever driven through the back streets of Ohio, or probably Pennsylvania too, it's all the same. These little towns, and these are good people.
Yeah.
They don't deserve this. And we need to get photos and videos of the affected people out more. You're doing a great job. Status Quo is doing a pretty good job of that. Yeah, just getting there and realizing, like, oh, even though this place is called East Palestine, which sounds kind of weird and foreign or whatever, it's just another small town, and these are just people like us, like me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And these people are such fighters. They have never organized. I've talked to dozens of them, and I've only ever met one who did any organizing before this. And they just started right away. They're like, boom, let's form the Unity Council. And they are the best organizers I have ever worked with in my life. After doing this shit for years and years, the best, hands down. And
Cool.
From what I'm told tonight, they're getting more and more and more fiery. And I am here for it. I am fucking here for it. What's that say?
It says, from Jesco, it says, we're supposed to learn to live with it. And in parentheses, it says equals die. So, yeah. We're supposed to learn to live with slowly being killed off. I'm just going to hide that comment. That's a sad comment.
I don't really understand what that's saying.
All right. There's more to this, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. JT says, it's like y'all have amnesia and you can only focus on what's happening at the time right in front of you, and you forget all about the shit in the past. And I love when people use their charitable efforts as a badge of honor. Is that person talking about you?
Yeah.
And the work that you...
Fuck you.
Fuck that person.
I was just making the point that I wouldn't have to do that if they actually cared about them. It's not a badge of honor, you fucking douche canoe.
Okay. You say, I have amnesia, in quotes, and you're still living in the past. People are suffering terribly right now, and I can't make you care. I'll continue fighting for people who need it and bringing them help, and you can keep focusing on blaming the past online. How very productive. Yeah. Badge of honor. That's low.
I didn't even notice that. What a dick.
Haters gonna hate, I guess.
Exactly. Haters gonna hate. How about you hate this motherfucker? Sit and spin, all right? Matt knows I'm actually really sweet in real life. Like, I'm just pissed. Like, when I talk about like politics and stuff, I get so fucking mad.
So Hypocrisy Now has a comment here with a link. Looks like a factcheck.org that says multiple federal agencies are supporting East Palestine. He says, look, I understand things are bad there, but remember, the Republican Party is trying to get tort reform so people can't sue corporations. So this person is pointing the blame at the Republican Party. And he says, Norfolk Southern is footing most of this bill. They've agreed to buy homes, and lawsuits take years. Is that true that they've agreed to buy homes? I guess maybe for
It
pennies
is
on the dollar.
not. It is not true.
Okay.
What
All right.
happened was someone proposed that they do, and what they said was well, first of all, everyone's homes have been, nobody wants their fucking homes. I mean, come on. But they are less than half what they were in value. And they said if they can find potential buyers, they may reimburse within 2 years. So you still got to come up with money to fucking move. Like, these people don't fucking actually look into what's actually happened. Oh, they're gonna buy their homes. Then why are so many of them still there? Are they choosing to be there? No, they're fucking sick and they have nowhere else to go.
Yep. All right, we have some replies to that guy. Ames says Norfolk Southern is at fault and they need to foot the whole damn bill. I've got experience with NS and can tell you that they are famous for breaking rules and overlooking safety issues. I like that.
But Trump's the one that cut those safety. Like, but I love how that guy's name is Hypocrisy Now. I love it.
Yeah, we had a comment. Miguel also likes Hypocrisy Now.
Oh, he said it too? Oh,
Yep.
I love you, Miguel. Like, dude has no fucking sense of irony whatsoever.
Yeah, it's a clever name, but the tweets are junk, right?
Hypocrisy Now like says, you're inadvertently talking about yourself.
Right, yeah. He says it's completely false, as Fox News has said, that Biden has done nothing. So, do you want corporations to destroy the environment and then not pay for the fix? And he goes on to say Maui, Florida, East Palestine disasters take years to fix. It took 8 months, 24 hours a day to clean the debris of 9/11. So he's invoking 9/11 here, and Maui, and I'm not sure what to think of this tweet, honestly. But
well, you know, it took 9 years to fix Flint. Oh wait, they haven't. That's right.
Right. Flint is not mentioned in this tweet. Smartly.
And you know what's interesting? The dude I met with from the EPA in charge of East Palestine, he was also in charge of the EPA in Flint. Oh yes, we talked about that as well. And if you guys don't know, I have a 91-minute recording of my personal meeting with him, and I will be releasing segments coming up shortly. So yeah, he's gonna regret not being a little more safe with the things he said. Let's put
Excellent.
it that way.
I can't wait for that.
Oh, I'm gonna and I'm gonna tag his ass when I publish them and be like, oops, surprise, Mark. Oops. And the beauty is Ohio is a one-person consent state. He didn't ask me if I was recording, and even if he did, I didn't have to tell him.
Cool.
Now, across on the border in PA, where I am, that's a felony.
That's so badass. I had no idea.
That's freaking awesome.
Cool. I thought you had asked for permission, but I like.
Oh fuck no! Well, we went in with video, and I was like, "Hey, Mark, you said I could come with you today, and your assistant asked if I would give the questions ahead of time, and I don't do that. And then you just stop responding. So I figured I would just, I'm in town, I'll just come in, And he's like, oh, but can you turn the camera off? I was like, Yeah, I could turn the video off. Yeah. And it's funny because both Jenna and Christina, neither one of them knew I was still recording. Neither of them.
Good. Yeah.
And it was so funny because when we left, Christina goes, I'm so sorry you didn't get anything for your show. I was like, I got the whole damn thing. It was beautiful.
Awesome.
She fucked with the wrong people.
So here's one final comment on this thread. Huge ass says, go jump into a lake of liberal brainwashed fire. You are all so hooked or obsessed with Trump. Live your lives and take a pill for your Trump deranged syndrome, TDS. Yeah, it is a real thing and 81 million people have it. Laughing my ass off? Yeah, 81 million. Okay, whatever, maybe like 73 million. I don't know. I like it.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. I missed that one. That's freaking great. Oh my God. You know, I've never said the TDS before today, but I was like, you know, I don't know what else to call this. Like, this is going to happen again. And when it does, people are going to be like, well, look at East Palestine. And it's like, yeah, look at it. Y'all didn't say one fucking word.
Yep.
You didn't care, remember? Like, this is the epitome of capitalist terrorism. That's what this is. This is freaking eugenics of the poor.
Yeah, class warfare.
Yeah, before the freaking derailment, the average income of a household of 4 was $27,000 before the derailment.
Yeah.
They don't want these people. They don't give a fuck about these people. They're expendable. If this ever happened in like fucking, I don't know, one of those rich ass places, well, it probably never would have. But if it did, it would have been just.
It'd be fixed by now.
Yeah,
it would be fixed and repaired by now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So disgusting. Oh, is Jenna here? I think I saw her. Abby. Maybe I'm hallucinating.
Yep, she's
Hi,
putting
Jenna.
in some comments. Hi, Jenna. I see a bunch of cricket emojis. She commented like that.
Oh yeah. Essentially.
Referring to the chat or what?
No,
or
probably
from the government. Oh, from Mark. Okay.
Yeah. So on some news that one of my East Palestine comrades gave me tonight on our phone call yesterday, it was a 540-page document written by the EPA and Norfolk Southern was released and posted on the EPA's website. So in this, it basically says many of the, I mean, there's a synopsis. Matt, can you actually put the link to the news article I sent in the chat? I'm sure Jenna wants to read that.
Yes, I'll do that now.
So, you know, they kind of break down some of it. I mean, it's 540 fucking pages. And essentially a lot of what it says is exactly what people on the Unity Council and other residents have been asking. They're saying, should we maybe test in people's houses? Should we maybe test people's soil? And just so you guys know, this happened over 7 months ago. But what a lot of people don't know is that some of these residents still don't have their fucking tests back since April. 5 months. And they still don't fucking know. That's how much of a priority they are. Insane.
Yeah. I was trying to pull up that document, or the link to the document. You sent me the link earlier, but I don't think the link worked. So I don't know if I have that prepared.
Oh, no. I just meant this article because it breaks it down. And shout out to this publication. What is it? Morning
This
no,
is a
that was
different.
a
I think this is a
different
different. The Morning Journal.
Morning Journal. They do amazing work. Yeah, they're breaking it down, the 540 pages. The other one, I couldn't see what it was. Norfolk Southern is very proud of themselves because they are donating the train depot in East Palestine to East Palestine. And they said that they can do whatever they'd like with that property. I say burn it the fuck to the ground, but I am not a resident. I say just have a big fucking bonfire. But yeah, they say it's so great. They say you can do whatever you want with it. Cool. Where are you going to get the money? I don't fucking know. But it's good because now that the EPA comes out with this 540-page thing yesterday, all of a sudden they're like, you know what? We're going to donate the train depot to you guys. So you want them, they literally all have PTSD. And you want them to like do something with that? They don't even want to go near it. But this is yet another like, look, we care about the people. We're donating this.
Yeah, it's a
what
big.
Are you talking about?
It's a big performative stunt. It's an act, and
it's just another Easter egg hunt, carnival, like all that shit. It's just another one of those.
Yeah. Jenna in the comments says trebuchet the fucking thing. Get it like a big rock with a.
Oh yeah.
With a trebuchet and just break it down. I mean, okay, I like that plan.
Bring some fucking guillotine. I was just kidding, YouTube. Don't take this down, please.
They wouldn't do that to you. Yeah, Norfolk Southern has announced that East Palestine's historic train depot will be donated to the village. So they will restore and upgrade the exterior of the building.
So amazing.
Restored so they can be turned into whatever the community wants it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like housing or a way to get out.
Yeah.
That's what they wanted to do.
Seriously. How about we make a memorial of all the people who are getting sick? How about we add that guy's name who just fucking died last week?
We got to get his name. Send me his name. I'm gonna.
Oh, it's Reverend Barry Wyatt. Reverend Barry something with a W. Williams. And yeah, they said no known medical history of anything going on, nothing like that. He is within the 1 mile vicinity. He lives right by where the explosion happened. And yeah, he died last week. And there's
Dr. Barry Walker, maybe?
Yeah. Barry Walker.
Okay. Yeah, I found it. Dr. Barry Walker, longtime resident of East Palestine, passed away at his home unexpectedly on September 5th, 2023. He was a proud veteran of the Army, served in Korea. He did the Gulf War. He attended the College of the Ozarks and continued his studies at the Dubuque Theological Seminary. He worked as a pastor for First United Presbyterian Church in East Palestine, and he served as the chaplain for American Legion Post 31 in East Palestine. Memorial service will be announced at a later date. I'm assuming that happened. Maybe not. Memorial contributions can be made in Reverend Walker's name to the East Palestine VFW. That is sad. I don't know.
He was very beloved. And like I said, he had never complained of any health, issues before. And like that said, unexpectedly in his home. I mean, do we have proof it was because of the derailment? No. But do we have proof he lived right by the site?
I freaking hate that argument because you can't prove it's the derailment. Of course you can.
But we can't prove it's not.
You can't sue somebody maybe, but you can still
still
know the truth.
I mean, like, some of you guys saw the pictures I put on Twitter last night or a day or two ago with that those sores on that woman's arms. That's 7 months in. And her arms are just have like these huge like boils and burns on them.
Yeah.
Like,
Let's see if I can get that up.
it's so awful. It is so awful. And yeah, I mean, that's over 7 months in.
This is the latest chemical burns in different stages of healing, 2nd and 3rd degree. Prayers to all affected and praying we will all find answers soon.
So, like, imagine you're going through this shit and you're like screaming into the void.
Yeah,
This
what do you
is
do?
so fucked up.
What would I do if that happened to me?
I don't even know
I don't
if
know.
I'd have.
If that happened to if that was my kid's hand,
I know.
I don't know what I would do.
I don't even think I could keep fighting. Like, I think I would just give up. Honestly, I would just be like, I'm fucking defeated as hell. I mean, I'm fucking defeated even trying to help them. I don't know how they can, I get calls from people from EP and texts like, I don't think I can get out of bed in the morning. And it fucking kills me because I don't know what to say because I understand as much as I can. I can't be like, oh, don't feel that way because I fucking feel that way too.
Yeah.
So sad.
I feel it too, but yeah, it has to be some percentage less than what they're feeling. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah. But yeah, for those who joined later, so some of the news, I just talked to a resident before the show, Christina, her and her little son, Edward, he's 4. They've been on the show a few times. She was giving me, some updates here and there. A few people I know from the community are in the hospital in not very good shape. There's a lot going down. Some of it I will be releasing in probably next week. I do not release any specifics of anything until I get the community's approval. So I'm just going to give the basics. A few people I know are really sick in the emergency room. That's what I'm going to say. But I'm not going to give any more until I get the approval, which is hard, because I have to, but I'm more of a friend than a journalist, you know what I mean? So I have to, keep my friendship with them as a priority.
Yeah.
But it's only getting worse. It's getting worse. More and more people are getting sick and really sick, not just a cold.
Yeah, it's going to get bad. It's probably going to get really bad.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't stop.
I know.
Pointing a camera at it, we can't. It's going to feel like pretty hopeless, probably even more. But
yeah, it is more and more hopeless every fucking day. It's like you have a disaster declaration sitting on your desk and you can't even sign your name.
Yep. Jesco says we are just resources. Yeah.
It's so sad.
And we have a comment here. This shit is going to affect the Mississippi River. Yeah.
It absolutely will. Absolutely.
Probably the whole eastern seaboard probably is going to get
absolutely
some kind of effects from this.
And, apparently something in the 540-page document they released, there are some things saying that even people's well water is not exactly as safe as they said it would be. So I know one of the residents had a well installed with a or not install filter, a well filter installed, and it was like $5,000. And when she went to go get a reimbursement, something happened to her that I've heard many people say happens to them, and it was her being told no, you have to pay for that yourself. And she came back again, hoping to get someone else. No, she came back a third time, and the police escorted her out. So that's one of the things we did with the mutual aid was I gave her a Visa card so she could put like pay off some of it. But why is she having to pay for her own fucking well filter? Like, why?
Right.
Now they're saying, oh, well, it might not be that great anyway. Which is so scary because a lot of people are still boiling their water. A lot of people are still bathing in bottled water. But, you know, they've been told for 7 months the well water's fine. And I probably wouldn't have believed them, to be honest. But that's no shade to anyone. I know it
right.
is
We're raised to trust our institutions.
Mm-hmm.
And when daddy government says, yeah, you can drink the water, it's fine. A lot of people aren't going to question it.
Yeah.
And they think like, oh, well, if it ends up being poisoned, I can just sue the government. Well, you might be dead by then. So I don't have any answers for those people because I can't move them out of there myself.
I know. I said if I won the lottery, which I never would because I don't play it.
You don't play it. Right.
I would buy like a huge fucking mansion, like in like Pittsburgh area, and just have everyone in East Palestine come live there, and we'd have like a 24/7 slumber party.
I would love that.
Wouldn't that be amazing? Like, it would just be like, y'all can eat whatever you want. You can do your rooms however you want. We're gonna like just like have a room with like a movie theater and just have like, I know it sounds
live out your last days in having fun because we all know that your time here is even more limited now that you've been poisoned.
I think that's one of the things that's so difficult for the parents because, you know, oh my God, one of the things I was not expecting that I was doing so much mutual aid was for infant diapers. So many people have babies and, you know, 3 months old, 6 months old. And I thought, oh my God, I can't imagine going through this and having babies.
Yeah.
Like, it's incredible. And, you know, they are scared what is going to happen to my kids when I'm gone, you know, because they're so young. And one of the things that a lot of people also don't know about and don't talk about is that a lot of the residents are very much more so 2 or 3 months ago so essentially the town was divided in some ways because some people were very, let's go back to normal, and some people were very, no, let's take on the machine. But now some of those let's go back to normal people have been getting very sick. So they've had to kind of reevaluate. And something a lot of people don't know is a lot of the not a lot, but some of the residents, their marriages have completely just split up because one person is go back to normal and one person is let's take on the machine. And it has literally caused divorce to several people, which is a really huge deal.
Yeah, that's important because without that, you got nothing, right?
I know, like, think about losing the most important person during all of this. It's, you know, and everyone deals with trauma differently.
Right. And when the trauma is related to like getting poisoned, like you can't just push it down and push it away and ignore it and tuck that trauma away and deal with it later, because you might die before you get a chance to do that.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, Matt, I am so proud that we have taken a stand. Jenna's taken a stand. All our comrades in EP have taken a stand. Like, they know it, they appreciate it, but also we can be really proud that we didn't just sit on our asses and watch this happen. Because, sometimes I have these thoughts where, like, I envision like the newspaper saying 1 year in East Palestine, and I have to block it out of my head because it just, like, because I can see that happening.
And they're going to downplay the number of people who are dying too, so we're going to have to be vigilant, constant vigilance, and talking to people on the ground like you have been doing.
That's the thing, it's great because it's therapeutic for them to share their stories, but it's also documentation. It's also people coming on my show and saying, I feel this, I never had this, now I do. Things like that.
Yep. I found this Marietta Times article from yesterday. Work plan broadens scope of potential contamination in EP. Let me see if this talks about the document at all. East Palestine, for the first time in 7 months since the train derailment, both the EPA and the railroad disclosed a possible connection between the spread of contamination and the sewer systems where the characterization work plan for derailment area soil was posted Monday. So let me think about that. What does that mean? Connection between the spread of contamination and the sewer systems. So it's spreading through the sewer.
What's that?
Is it spreading through the sewer system? The
That's exactly what I think. Absolutely. And residents have thought that for quite some time.
Yeah, makes sense.
I mean, I kind of think, I'm not a fucking doctor. I don't know. But like, I think it's kind of crazy that so many people have rectal bleeding because, like, and I was thinking, well, I wonder if it's in the toilet water. I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Well, toilet water is it's drinkable. It's all the same water in the States, right?
Oh, yeah, that's true. I guess it would be the same water that's in the shower.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's true. Yeah, I mean,
it's equally bad, right?
Right. But I think, it's interesting too that they finally acknowledge that, because some of the people I've spoken with, when they mow the lawn, they get rashes all over their chest and their arms because it's like digging up that soil when they mow. So that could very well be sewer lines and stuff there too.
Yeah. Like, are the plants absorbing it and then?
Right.
I don't know. I'm not a scientist. Like, there should be lots of like government scientists and hazmat suits and camera crews and guys with beakers, and they're like testing stuff, and like where's the government? Where is it? Like, where are the adults?
Yeah. And when I met with Durno, I said to him, we need independent scientists. And he goes, they are independent. They're hired by the EPA. Bitch, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking.
That's the opposite of independent.
I know. So shout out to Scott C. Smith. I've had him on the show. I should hit him up and have him back. He is a scientist. He's gone, oh my God, he must have been to East Palestine at least 10 times by now. He's not government. He goes on his own to do his own testing. And he has been getting back results for people who are still waiting from April to get the results from the freaking government. So, and the results he's finding in people's houses are not good at all. So the other challenge will be if they say, we can't use these results because Scott is not a government
He's not
science.
certified, right? He doesn't have the right
Exactly.
credentials or something. Yeah. Here's a comment. East Palestine, Ohio is our Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Like with
Yeah.
Chernobyl, the damage was done right away, and then time passed, and then everybody got cancer.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty apt. Thanks for that comment.
Yeah. It's very, very good comment.
Sad but true.
Definitely. Well, I thank you so much for joining me, Matt, especially so spur of the moment. I'm like, why don't you come on?
It's fun. I like it.
I know it was fun, and you were able to pull stuff up so quickly. I'm impressed.
I'm good with the computers.
Yes, I see that. I suck at them, so we're a good team.
Awesome.
It was way before my eyes failed too. I've just always been horrible at them. I'm old. But I am going to announce something exciting. So Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, Reverend Annie Chambers is going to come back. Black Panther, friend of Fred Hampton, friend of Fidel Castro, friend of Malcolm, just an all-around badass, just one of the coolest people in the universe, gave birth while she was marching on Washington and kept on going. Like, there's my girl. Yeah, I mean, she is like the baddest bee you will ever meet in your life. And she is fire. She is a queen. Like, I call her queen because she's a freaking queen.
Yep,
Like,
I've seen her speak, and she brought me to tears.
oh my God. She just, like, every time she speaks in DC at our marches and stuff, like, I would have goosebumps. I would be pouring sweat, but I'd have goosebumps because she doesn't even need a microphone. She's like, and you know what?
Yeah.
She's, I just love her to pieces. I'm so excited to have her back.
You say Tuesday at 7?
Tuesday at 7.
All right.
So it's, and one of the things, we're going to talk about, obviously, is on Twitter, especially in YouTube, we're hearing a lot of these, these statements like, oh, Fred Hampton worked with the KKK and stuff. Stop. We're going to talk to an actual Black Panther. We're going to talk to someone who worked with Fred Hampton, literally herself. And we're going to actually speak the truth, because some of this shit is so far beyond, and they're trying to like skew it to excuse racism and stuff. Like, no, we're going to set it straight. What's that say?
It just said looking forward to it from Jesco.
Awesome. Yes, and I have another big announcement coming, and that will be, I will announce on that show. But yes, thank you so much for coming, Matt. And also, I started a Rumble. So please subscribe there. I put a few videos on that I'm not putting on here. I'm slowly uploading. Smash the like button, smash subscribe. Also, I started a Buy Me a Coffee. That's kind of like Patreon, but it's not a monthly thing. It's just like $5 here and there. So that definitely helps with, my streaming fees and hopefully getting back to East Palestine. But thank you all so much. Again, thank you, Matt. And everybody have a great night. Much love.
Good night, everyone.